Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Before the break, we covered everything that was going on with pretty much with the entire season up until our break. So we had a lot to cover, but now we're going to be answering your whatever questions you guys might have. So if you guys have any questions, ask us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/UpCutPokemon, and we'll try to cover as many as we can. We're going to get started with Britt Piebass's first question. He says there's two questions. One is Rain going to win Season 4? And it definitely, there's a chance. That's actually a StarCraft question. He plays StarCraft as his due. And it... Oh... He's going to take out... Yeah, I almost guarantee it. I can feel it, man. He's the chosen one. But also, is there potential to do top cut invitational events at nationals or even some regionals? So that's actually a really good question, and that's why I really wanted to cover it. Obviously, you guys are going to have a little bit of time to think about it. So we'll start off with Potter. Do you think Rain's actually going to win Season 4 before we even get started?
I forget who beat Marine King, because they're probably pretty good.
Life.
Yeah, he's probably going to win the whole thing. If he beats Marine King, come on.
Well, he's going to be going up against why am I forgetting? Asia, yeah, sorry. And
also,
then
MVP is pretty good too. I'm probably going to go with MVP.
Four of them are pretty good.
That's a safe pick.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else want to disagree with him before we go on to the second question?
You better not.
I don't think Rain's going to win.
Taking Rain.
I don't think Rain's going to win, but he's just mainly because MVP's going to do something to him, and we're going to hate MVP for it, but we're going to be like, typical MVP.
No way, man. Tasia.
He wins. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Like we're going to just wreck each other. Neither player is going to come out of there alive.
MVP's going to win. You're going to hate the way he wins, but you're going to be like, MVP, he's so good.
All right, but now we're going to get to the actual question, which is obviously, is there any chance of regionals or of Top Gun Invitational coming to nationals or regionals? Now we'll have Kyle actually start things off with this one. Put it in the spot.
It's something I definitely want to do. I think going back to the whole thing where we're all pretty much going to play this game no matter what they do to us at this point. Most of us are just kind of committed. They can give prizes to juniors and seniors all they want, but at the end of the day, all we have to play are their tournaments. That's where the heart of the problem lies. So I think at some point we're going to have to kind of branch out and start doing our own tournaments so that people have an option. People have somewhere else to go. And, I mean, of course we would want to run those. Maybe we'll try to do one at Nationals this year. I don't know what it's going to be like, but we got plenty of time to plan for it. Regionals, probably not. It's too soon. And I don't know how well that'll work. I would rather just have one big one at Nationals where everybody's going to be there. So, yeah, maybe we'll plan for that. Maybe we'll have a big tournament leading up to Nationals. It's definitely something we want to do.
Anybody else want to mention something on topic?
It's pretty much what I was thinking. Yeah, I mean, if we do have one, it'd be at Nationals.
Yeah, I guess I just want to add on that we don't currently have anything planned. That's something very important to say. That way people don't, get their hopes up or whatever. And we've had a lot of questions about, how we invite people to the Top Cut Invitational and everything like that. It's always been kind of an issue of we just don't have the resources or the time or anything like that. So obviously something like Nationals where we have a different player pool and have a little bit more time, since obviously now we can spread it out over 2 weekends or 2 weeks and not just 1 weekend at Worlds or whatever. All these things definitely add on, and I'm sure that all of us would love to run an additional tournament, because honestly the Top Gun Invitational is really well received, first of all, and second of all, it's kind of a way for people to showcase that they can play at a different stage, and it doesn't have to be necessarily Nationals or Worlds, because that's just 2 tournaments, and this is excuse me, and this is another way for people to really get more out of the game and more exposure more than anything. So anyways, like Kyle said, we would love to. We'll definitely talk about it because that's a great idea. And just so you guys know, we are definitely we would love to run tournaments in the future ourselves eventually. This is something that we've all discussed and we'd all love to. It's just a matter of right timing and everything like that. So Don't fret if you guys love what we're doing with the invitational and stuff like that. Then just let us know, and the more support we get, the more excited we'll be to run these tournaments in the future. Right? Yes.
Yeah.
All right. All right, here we go. Dax Edmiston. Hey guys, we're glad you guys are all back. How do y'all think the best way to test your deck and make a good list, like Darkrai, Terrakion, Hammer Time? And do y'all think y'all could do an online tournament on PTCGO when trading goes up? Pokemon Dan did one and it went really well. Thanks. Thanks, Dax. Anybody want to cover that one?
Sure. In terms of playtesting, I think we've kind of gone over this over and over. Just stick to the basics. Playtest pretty much as you can, like versus anything you'll think you'll play. Like if you have a deck you want to play, just play against anything you think you'll play against, and then just see how it does. If you're doing well, it seems good, like a good pick. If you're doing poorly, you might want to pick something else, and then just kind of grind games out that way. I think that's like the best way to test decks, really. And if you don't know what you're gonna play, well then you can be the guy who keeps switching, and then if you find a deck you like, then just stick with that one. In terms of like online tournaments, I don't see why we wouldn't run it once we get like people can like amass a card pool that's reasonable via trading. Like right now, everyone's like a lot of people's decks are really funky because like they have like a huge collection, but then there's like certain cards they don't have. Like I know personally, I don't have any energy switches, like none at all, and I
got 4.
and I don't have any foul play Zoroarks. I don't got any of them. And
How do you not have any of those?
I got 3.
I think like maybe my collection didn't transfer over completely right. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know why. But that it's something I could remedy with trading, but I can't trade yet. So once everyone's on an equal playing field once trading goes online, it would be a good time to start maybe running tournaments for PTCGO. But that's whenever that happens.
The biggest obstacles with running PTCGO tournaments are, number one, there's no trading, obviously. Number two are all the glitches. You can't really run legitimate tournaments until they fix all that stuff.
But yeah, like it'd be cool if like they have like a create your own tournament thing or whatever. I don't know. That's wishful thinking, obviously, but it'd be cool, and that would definitely help us run those tournaments. So do you guys feel like online tournaments are in our potential future? Obviously, it's kind of not rhetorical, but
I mean, like I don't see any reason why we wouldn't do it.
Yeah. All right. So hopefully that answered your question, Dax, and we do look forward to running them in the future. Hopefully, sounds like a great idea.
I'd like to say when making a good list, try to start with running like a lot of just the consistency cards. Just like run a bunch of supporters and stuff like that, and then if you realize you have too many and the deck's like running fine, start taking them out and adding in more power.
Yeah, I think like the best way, like all my base lists usually start off like 4 of everything that I would like in, and then I just go, okay, what would be good in this against this deck, against X deck. And I just go, maybe I'll try it with that in, and how would that affect this deck? So you change it up a little bit at a time, and eventually you just settle on a list you like. So, yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's a good point. I always have like a 68 card deck list or something.
Yeah, me too. I go over a lot. Sometimes I go up to like 72. I'm just like, oh no, I'm gonna have to cut this many
I'm always in
cards.
that vicinity,
Yeah.
and I just start cutting cards, and like I got really good at figuring out what the cards that I'm gonna end up having to cut are. So now I'm like, instead of like fretting for like a half hour about like, oh man, do I really have to cut this? I'm just like, oh, I know this is gonna go. I already know it. So why am I gonna bother like beating myself up over it? So I'm really good at getting down like 63 right away. But the last 3 cuts are always brutal. It's always gonna be things that you need, and it's always gonna be like things that are gonna affect matchups and everything like that. But yeah, you can make that 60. So kind of
that would always annoy me so much when you would like just message me and be like, hey, I got a new list. And then you'd post it and you'd be like, it's 72 cards right now. but I'm working on it. I'm like, well, get back to me when it's like 60, all right?
Well, see, what I do is I go, I have a 72 card deck list. I need your help to help me fix this. It's the same thing, but the wording's much different.
I mean, I guess that's just me shortcutting, I guess. Like, I already know what I have to do. It's just, I'm excited.
Sometimes you cut something, like, in your head, you go, yeah, I'm going to cut that. But then everyone else points out, oh, no, you shouldn't do that. So sometimes it's good to sometimes get second opinions on, like...
The worst part is, like, when I have, like, 68 or whatever, and then I post it, or I, like, show it to Kyle or whatever, and he's like, oh, you forgot this, this, and this. And it's like, oh, no, I'm already at 68.
I know, that's the worst. Like, I'll be at, like, 62, and then it's like, you forgot that card. Oh, no. I have to go up to 66.
You forgot Rare Candy. Like,
yeah, I was about to say that card. I'm, like, notorious for forgetting that card. I'm like a 4-1-3 line or whatever with no rare candies.
Like,
it's
right. Funny. Sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I hit just 60 exactly. Oh, I felt so good about this deck list. It's like, where's the Ultra Ball? Ooh.
So yeah, I mean, I guess we're human, but it's funny. It's funny that we've got our weaknesses like that. But yeah, that's how I love to make my deck list. Here we go. Jack McDonald. I always say here we go, by the way. I've caught myself, and I can't stop saying it. I was like, here we go. Every time. A couple of questions for me. One, what regionals are you guys planning to go to and or record matches at? 2, do you guys remember your first tournaments and how did you do with them? 3, Pokemon is a game where there tends to be a lot of guessing and speculation around cards. Are there any specific cards you remembered that were hyped up but flopped when it came to tournament results? No, yeah, I'm sure so.
I got a list loaded.
Can I do like a top 10? Jeez.
Remember Claydol?
All right, we'll start with Pram then, Mr. List over here.
All right. So, first tournament. It was at a local card shop. I just, like, during base set, just found out about it. I brought out, like, a theme deck, and I was playing in a tournament. I got, like, top 4 at a local, and, yeah, ever since then, been hooked. The cards that have been hyped and flopped. Big one was Claydol EX, I believe.
It doesn't even count.
Dude, that card got hyped up on
purpose. That was a joke.
I know, but people, like, it was funny because, like, I showed up to Nationals, right? And then I go to the open play area, and then people are just testing Claydol, and they're just like, Claydol, go! Why isn't this deck working? Let's see. Other cards that have been good.
For people that don't know what happened, it was Jimmy Ballard who made this huge thread on PokeGym. He's like, it's coming, the next big thing. And then eventually it was like, he leaks it as being Claydol EX, which is just a terrible card. Like, it's not even close to being good. Anybody can just look at it and just see, this is not playable. And at the least, I mean, you would be laughed at if you showed up to this with this card in your deck at a tournament. You would be laughed at. And he somehow convinced a ton of people that this was like the best deck in the format. And then they actually showed up to Nationals, and people were like, yo, you got any Claydol EXs? And they were like play testing it, and the card actually got worth something because he hyped it up so much. And then people finally realized, oh, we got tricked.
Oh.
Another one is Crobat Hidden Legends was, like, hyped up a little bit and then flopped. Well, it didn't flop completely, but it was just, like, not as good as people thought. I felt like what was another one?
Alright, cut yourself off. We all got cards to say.
Go ahead. I'll think of more as you go.
You're going to Philadelphia Regionals, right?
Oh, yeah. Ben and I are going to that one.
Alright. Are you guys recording matches there?
We're going to try to, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do we need a laptop for that?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, you know, we might, at the very least, we'll record matches. So if we don't have it to stream up, at the very least, we'll record it.
Uh-oh. All right, Kyle, what about you?
All right, I will be at Fort Wayne, Indiana for regionals. I believe my first actual tournament was one of the mall tour tournaments. It took place in West Dundee, Illinois.
You didn't have any local tournaments before that?
I don't think I ever went to any. I started going afterwards.
That's got to be a brutal way to start.
No, man, I won.
What?
Yeah.
You won a malt? Wait a minute.
Yeah. It
was in Wisconsin?
It was in Illinois. It was something really weird. Like,
Was it the
was
Gym
not,
Challenge one?
It wasn't run correctly. I'll tell you that much. Basically, they were just
Are you
having.
sure you won?
I have the invitation to the SDS to prove it. All right.
Whoa! You were like, how old again?
Probably like 10, 11, I don't know.
Were you in the youngest division?
Look at you guys. You don't questioning my accomplishment.
You don't understand, man. The mall tours were like legit.
Yeah, man. Like, for that to be
telling
your
you.
first tournament ever, are you kidding me?
I'm telling you, they were like run incorrectly. They were just having like tournaments going all day. Like, they would just be like, "Oh, 16 people are here. Let's go. Let's start another one." And I was like, "This doesn't seem right." But I walked in. Yeah, it was single elimination for some reason. I won like 4 matches in a row, and they gave me. I remember I won a Game Boy Color. I won an invitation to the STS in Secaucus, New Jersey. So I got a couple buys for that, but they didn't pay for my trip. That was the breaking point. So,
Did you go to it?
no. It was the one where they had Prop 15-3.
Yeah, I remember that tournament. I remember the entry fee, the entrance restriction to that tournament. You had to have Pokemon League badges, or you had to have a Mall Tour qualifier invitation.
Oh, man.
Do you remember that?
Yep, I remember. I didn't get to go to that one either.
Oh yeah.
No, I was all the way through.
I, of course, did not have enough badges, but I did have the mall invitation. Even back then, I was skipping out on League. Jeez.
Look, man, I showed up with the deck I built myself. Dodrio, Clefable, Wigglytuff, Scyther. Is somewhat legitimate. Not quite,
Yeah, I
but
would say that's actually like a pretty decent deck.
minus the Dodrio, it's, yeah. And let's see, I beat like... First 2 rounds, I beat like nothing special, and then I faced a stall deck that I almost lost to in the 3rd round.
I like how you remember this like over a decade later.
Yeah, and then the last round, I beat a girl who was playing a Haymaker deck,
Oh my god.
and I won.
Ah, easy breezy.
Your players are. Oh. I was playing like the game. I made like top 4 or something. You like top 4 and got like an invite, and I lost the Trapper. If for people who don't know that deck, it's
It wasn't out yet when I.
no, it was out. I'm pretty sure it was that mall challenge.
Trapper, as in
The Rockets trap.
Rocket Trap?
Yeah.
No, there's no way it was out.
Oh, was it? Oh, I'm getting
No
confused.
way.
I had I think the first gym set was out. Gym Heroes, not the one that had the Rockets trap.
Yeah.
Was that actually out? Because
I think it was.
remember
I think it was out.
Wasn't
Was
the
it?
first one?
the Rocket. I mean,
Yeah, it was in the
thinking-
first one.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I could be wrong. I have the worst memory.
I'm
on
pretty
that.
sure I lost the Trapper. 'Cause I was sitting there going, "Why I have no hand? How is this deck legal?" Because I've never seen.
Yeah,
Rockets
Inch
trap
and
was Gym
Vince are both
Challenge.
saying that
Was it
there's no way.
Gym Challenge? Ah.
Yeah, Inch and Vince are both saying there's
Okay,
no way because
whatever.
there's
I
no
remember
way.
I had Rockets Training Gym in my deck because I thought that was like the most ingenious combo ever to have Dodrio take away the extra retreat cost. And like, take that. And that was my 10-year-old mind at work.
Rocket's training gym was really good for Alligator. It was sweet.
Ay, ay, ay. So you actually played in that, and somehow you managed to beat the Haymaker deck. I have no idea how, by the way, because that's like your bad matchup.
Look, I might not have known how to build decks, but I knew my fundamentals, alright? I knew at a very young age how to play the game.
Bro, you can't fundamentally beat a Haymaker.
Sure
Them
you
on
can,
chain-
if they're that bad.
Clefairy, man.
Well, I still played, like, the good cards. I played Energy Removal, Gust of Wind, Super Energy Removal, Computer Surge, Oak. My brother hooked me up. He played Magic, so he understood how to build decks. So I at least had, like,
Ah,
I had, like, a deck that was competent.
carried
at
the
the
victory,
least.
like you've always been.
What?
Carried to victory in Halo, carried to victory in Pokemon at an early age. That explains
Hey
everything.
man, he still carried the victory in Pokemon. When I hear his games, I'm just like, only you, Kyle.
All right, no more picking on Kyle for now. Potter, what about you?
Well then, the cards that were overhyped.
But you want to hear my Super Trainer Showdown review?
Apparently not. Apparently Kyle still has more to say.
No, just the overrated cards.
Okay, go
Number
for it.
one is always going to be Gengar Prime. That was just like, oh, it's coming from Japan. It did so well. No, it was bad.
I don't know, Kyle.
Yeah, it got you. That was it.
You
I
got
got
me
him
too.
too. Got me too.
You got me too.
It was not as good as it
It
was
was
hyped.
actually the best deck.
All right, guys. It only got me because I didn't have freaking communication in my deck. What's your excuse?
He got turn 2 Gengar.
Easily beatable.
Got rid of all my megas.
I had no Pokemon in my hand, and then he Spirit Tunes me, and I draw 2 Pokemon, and then he attaches a second energy because he went first, of course. And
Beatable. Very
Ran out
beatable.
of energy with Magnezone.
Garchomp overrated.
the Garchomp Level X,
No,
but that one was overrated.
The
the one we
new
have now.
I feel like I feel
I mean,
like
it is
people
over-
rated it fine.
What about for Alligator Prime? Wasn't that hyped? Like when Crim was coming out?
Yes, Blastoise EX was overhyped at first, but then the cards finally.
I
came
almost
up.
feel like you can't
That was
even
on my
count
list, Kyle.
Blastoise in that because it was eventually good.
I know, I'm hyping Blastoise right now for the next format.
Well, it comes out for cities.
Yeah.
This might be one of the first playable Charizards.
It's not playable.
Oh
Dude,
yeah, that card looks good.
It does.
It only costs 5 energy.
Dude, I'm looking at the first attack.
Kyle, do you have any more?
I probably thought of more, but that's alright. I've said my piece.
Yeah, I think I've forgotten a bunch. Potter.
I just went.
What?
Well, he went on. You gotta. What's your first tournament?
Oh, my first tournament?
Mhm.
I didn't realize I was part of it. I guess it was a battle road at this store. I went 2-2. I played, what did I play?
Jeez, what a letdown.
How long ago did you start playing, Potter?
2008, 9.
This is my 4th season.
You started
Yeah.
08.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
it does-
started in 2010.
Or
Nobody
wait,
wants
2010,
to
yeah,
battle
sorry.
roads.
Yeah, I started in 2010. That was my first season. Made Worlds. That was good. That was cool. But yeah, it was just a battle road, and I played, what's it called? Spin and Win. What is it? Tyranitar.
I only want to know one thing. Did you get destroyed or did you win it?
Did I what?
Did you get destroyed or did you do well in it?
I
Went
did
2-2.
well. Well, I guess the first Pokemon sanctioned tournament I went to was like a league, like a Pokemon league, and I actually won that tournament.
Man, nobody wants to hear about the Pokemon League. People want to hear about tournaments like Victory and
My first tournament
Confetti
one
and
was a gym challenge.
My first tournament was in Maryland States, 2012. I won that.
All right, Drew. What
You
about
just
you?
make
Sorry
stuff
about making
up.
you wait so long.
Yeah, Crim. It's like a half hour
Not my
long
fault, man. These
question
guys
here.
are all
Alright,
telling
so,
tales and stuff.
first tournament, it's probably at a Pokemon League. I don't remember it, but I played in it. I do remember my first time beating Tom in a tournament. He was so mad. I was just getting up dancing like Chuck style when he beat Tom. Hyped up cards. I wrote down Blastoise EX. Beedrill, there was a Beedrill that came into play and paralyzed and
Ooh,
I
that
think.
was good in team play though.
Yeah, okay.
And team
Play team play.
I remember that. The Beedrill Arcanine was supposed to be like the big thing, and that deck was terrible.
Yeah. And then I wrote down Gothitelle. I don't know if it was hyped, but
That was
it wasn't
good.
too good. Yeah,
That was
okay.
good.
It was good for nothing. Woo! But
It was a legitimate deck.
I will be a Fort Wayne also. Next.
Do you plan on streaming the tournament or just recording? By the way, or is
I'm
it
in
still-
talks with Derek Farber the guy running the tournament. We're gonna do what we can. He let us record last year, so we'll see.
Let you record or not, but out stream, right?
No, it was
No.
streamed, wasn't it?
No, Wisconsin was streamed last year.
That's right.
Indiana wasn't.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll try to work some out.
As far as I'm concerned, one, I will not be traveling to any tournaments. I'm actually not going to be playing in tournaments this year. I believe I said that already, but we're going to restate that. This year, I'm stepping back from playing. I'm sorry, Pram?
That wasn't me.
I said you were lame.
Oh, sorry.
You heard,
I was thinking,
you heard a heckle, and you just assumed it was me.
No, this year I'm actually going to be doing something different. Hopefully they let us do a little bit more commentary or whatever, but I'm going to be focusing more on doing that at Nationals and Worlds. I have no idea of, what's going to be allowed, what isn't. I just want to actually focus on that and kind of, set the pace for us to be able to actually do more commentating, more of this stuff, and not be considered players first. So I'm kind of taking one for the team in that respect. That, and honestly, regionals is kind of far away this time around. I think I would have to apply to any tournament that I went to, so I'm obviously skipping that, especially if I'm not going to be playing.
How far is Santa Clara for you?
I believe that's got to be NorCal. That's got to be like an 18-hour drive, I think.
Not too
18.
bad.
And-
What else
Bit of
are you
a-
doing?
Bit of a trek.
yeah, I mean, I might be
Sounds like
exaggerating.
Crimmy need to
but
move
I mean,
to
the
a better
point is,
location.
it's up. The point is, it's up there. It's like more than 12, and that's more than I'm willing to drive. But yeah, either way, my first tournament. Oh man, I have a really good one for that one. All right, I've actually been saving this one on the back burner. I think maybe I said it before. Hopefully, I haven't said it yet. But my first tournament that I can truly recall happened at this place called FanQuest, like a really local store. Everybody has a big ego at these local tournaments. Everybody thinks they're the best. Everybody thinks that they're as good as like these national champions that have been playing these other games for so long and everything like that. And my town's no different. My town has always had like these local heroes and whatever, and these guys always think that they're better than they truly are. And that's just the way most small towns are. Especially ones that aren't so close to these major tournaments. So, anyways, I go to this tournament. Everybody's sitting there, super excited, super like pumped, and people are going like, "Oh man, this guy's gonna win. This guy's always won these tournaments, blah blah blah, etc." The normal small town hype. And I'm this new kid. I'm this guy that's been playing, Venus Center, and I'm super excited about my Venus Center list. And oh man, and my little brother Alex, he always played with me. But he was never competitive at it. He was much younger than me. He was never competitive at it. He always just played for fun. And he and I got paired in the first round because they didn't even randomize the pairings. Like they just like paired you according to how you signed up. So me and my brother signed up right next to each other, and we got paired right away. Oh man, that was brutal. Like I remember having to play against him, and he was playing Beedrill. And I sat down with my Venus Center thinking I was the coolest guy in the world. And obviously, I felt bad that I was gonna have to beat my brother or whatever. And right next to me, I believe my friend Noe, who a lot of people know and some don't. He got paired against this guy with Wigglytuff. The only pretty much legitimate deck there, by the way. And the deck wasn't even very good. Like it was like a Wigglytuff with other evolutions and stuff. But this guy was the local hero. So I'm playing against my brother, and I'm seeing my best friend play against the local hero or whatever, and I'm sitting there like getting beat down by my brother. He beat me in 2 out of 3 games. And on the third game, like I could see it like pain him because I had like nothing, literally nothing going for me. And I was shocked that my brother was beating me, but I was like, oh man, I'm gonna leave tournament. And I see Noe just get destroyed in two straight games. And I'm like, oh man, this tournament's the real deal. And I'm sitting there getting beat by my brother, and I'm just like crushed. Like I'm like some 14-year-old kid, just like crushed. And my brother scoops to me. My brother scooped to me, man. Oh, dude, like I was, even to this day, like it's still like, what? Why would you ever do that? But it was like that kind of respect that he had for me, like, and he knew that it meant so much more to me. So it was just my brother scoops to me, and he's done with the tournament. I'm sorry.
You knew Beedrill was the worst card ever. How do you ever lose to that?
Yeah.
Well, Venus Center
I
was
think does like 30 damage for 3 in stage 2. It's got like 80 hit points.
Look, man, the point is, my brother scooped to me, all right, and I get paired up against the local hero, and I wish I could say like, oh man, I made this epic, epic victory, and like, the whole crowd like put me on their shoulders and everything. No. I did manage to squeak out one win, but then I probably got destroyed two out of the 3 games. And that was it for my first tournament. But like, just that's never gonna leave my mind. The fact that my brother scooped to me, and like the fact that I was just sitting there, like, enjoying my first ever card game tournament. Period. Like, I had never been in a tournament setting before in my life for strategy games, and it was just out of this world. It was such an experience that I'm never gonna forget it. I hope other people had like similar experiences, because that was like exciting. And I don't know. You guys took all the excuse me, all the good overrated cards, so I'm not even gonna mention those.
All
Plus,
right.
we're
Next.
all right.
I just want to say, I don't know how this happened, but like every single one of your friends is like the cockiest guy in the world, including you, when it comes to all these games. You, Noe, Lanston, Primetime, you all think like you are the greatest at every game you play. I don't understand where you guys got this attitude from.
Wait. I know my place in this world. I know exactly where I stand at pretty much every game. For example, in Pokemon, I know that I am the greatest theoretical mind. And wait. Before you guys say anything, there is an asterisk involved, and that is when I'm active. When I am active, I am one of, if not the best theorist when it comes to this game. I get this game. I truly understand the fundamentals of this game and what makes this game tick. I'm like one of those people that can just play a few games and like kind of get the format. That's just who I am. Now, with that said, I know I'm terrible at video games. For some reason, I was okay at Halo 1 and 2. But for the most part, I'm like the absolute worst at video games. And everything else, I know that I'm, fairly bad at. But Pokemon, for some reason or another, I understood. Rubik's Cube, for some reason or another, I understood. I don't know. I get strategy. I can't.
I don't get it. I walk around the halls of local university and I just finish math problems and written on the wall.
I'm just saying. Like,
help myself.
I understand my place in this world, and I don't overhype myself to the point where I can't back it up. Excuse me. StarCraft, I've fully admitted that I'm terrible at the game. I'm just happy and lucky that Pram is too. So it works out.
So we have our little low-level battles.
It doesn't matter. I can be cocky when my friend is just as bad as me. It's all right. Allowed.
I'm just saying, last time we played Macro Micro, I had the most points.
Somehow, some way, miracles happen. I don't know. I can't help it. But you're right. We do tend to be a little cocky. It's just fun, dude. It's fun to hype things up. It's fun to like put yourself on a pedestal and like kind of have to back it up. Don't you guys ever feel that way? Come on now.
Well, come on. You already know my answer.
Pram does that better than me. Somehow, some way, the dude found a way to do it better than I do.
One thing I always remember from all of your friends is you always just, whenever you win, you'd be like, bunch of noobs, and then you just trash talk everybody, and you are like the worst to play with. Because when you start losing, that's when it gets bad. You don't talk to me for like the next 3 hours.
Remember correctly? 1 week, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I think you didn't talk to me for a week because I had to leave and I like disconnected from Xbox Live when I was playing with you. No, I was playing with my brothers and you were like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm the best. I can carry our team." And we lose like 3 games in a row. And I'm like, I'm telling you, my brothers are not good. I'm not very good. And you're like, "Don't worry about it. I'll carry us." And we get destroyed. Like, my brother's not good at the game. I mean, we didn't play very often. We all finished like 20 deaths and like 2 kills. I don't even think you can get that many deaths in a game, but we managed. And Crim wouldn't talk to me for a week. He was so mad because he had never lost like that before.
I remember I pulled good ratios. That's all I remember. I remember going like, how did we, like every time I'm sitting there like, oh, okay, guys, don't worry about this. We got this. Because I'm sitting there like just sniping people. And somehow, someway, we're like getting destroyed. And every time, like I would look at their stats and it's like, 18-5 or something like that for me. And then all of a sudden it's like, I don't get it. I really don't. And then it's like, and it says Bond 2090, like 3 kills, 20 deaths or whatever, 18 deaths or whatever, and then it's like -2, and like 15 or whatever, and like 1 and like 15. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, how do you expect me to react at that point? How do you truly expect
Man, we didn't play.
I was very angry at you. Oh, man. Anyways. Yes.
Question number 3.
Was that no? That had to be like question number 4 or something.
No.
No. I'm pretty sure.
God.
All right, let's start to breeze through a few of these because I do want to ask a few. Bob Cobb, if someone sweeps cities, rocks a few states, and top cuts at regionals, can they qualify for Worlds?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's the beauty of these 400-point systems. Adam Biggett, what do you guys all think of tracking EX-based decks for regionals? True.
Loses the Mewtwo.
Scary deck.
I like track on EX.
I'm sorry?
I like it. You don't want to turn the corner and see him.
They play down the card and you're paralyzed in fear.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
What's
Jacob
that
Dunn asks, question for the show, where can I get a sweet top cut shirt? Kyle.
You know, that's a good question.
Kyle?
Kyle's gone.
Oh no,
Woo!
Kyle?
Kyle.
He's just
I see
not
him.
saying anything.
He's lagging out.
I think I'm still here, but I don't know.
Yeah, there you are. All right.
I missed the last 30 seconds, though.
Okay. I just asked, how do I get the sweet top cut t-shirts?
I don't know if we still have the page up on our site. We don't have too many shirts left, but send us an email at thetopcutpokemon@gmail.com and tell me what size you're looking for, and I'll see if we still have it.
Okay. So, apparently we're running low on supply, but if you guys are interested, please email us. Let's see here. Let me ask some good questions. Okay. Mike Docs asks, what do you think is going to win the most regional championships? Potter.
Darkrai.
Deal. Anybody disagree?
Electric.
Okay.
Human beings.
And the reason why is because people are gonna want to play with their shiny Rayquazas that they
Robots.
just got out of the Dragon Vault. So
Seeing a lot of regional questions. For example, one was asking Cody actually, Cressman asked, besides Darkrai, what do we think is the strongest deck in the format? At that point, I think you have to kind of just say electric. I mean, it's speak for itself, so kind of hard to argue with the results.
Brachian.
Let's see here. Hey guys, welcome back. Colin Coyle, Brinkmeyer asked this, by the way. So my question is, even though Darkrai, Hydreigon, and Eels have won the most battle roads, I feel that Darkrai, Sableye is just as good. Do you guys agree? And what are your thoughts on the deck?
I
Or Pram, sorry.
agree. And Sableye's good. Hammers are good. Dark Patch is good.
Okay. Yeah, I think, like I said before, I think, man, this talk is going to be the death of me. I think Sableye is the best attacker in the, well, I shouldn't say the best, that's me just getting carried away. The funnest attacker in the game, and it's actually really good. Like, the things that you can do with Sableye are unique, and you can do some really funky stuff with the card, and it's going to make a mark, for sure. So here we go. Final question of the night. Sorry we took so long with some of the previous questions, guys. And if you guys have had any others, please ask us for next week's show. The final question.
Slow down.
Whoa.
What?
You wrapping this up already?
No. I'm saying final question of the night. I'm just letting people know that if we didn't answer their questions, please ask for next week's show. Ready?
I'm saying you're cutting this off on this last one here?
Oh, no. No. This is a good question. It's from Anthony Caspinello.
Shut
Yes.
up. Oh my gosh.
If Crim is the best theoretical mind, who's the second? Drew?
Nobody, because we live in an inverse dimensional universe where somehow Crim is the greatest theoretical mind. I guess that means nobody else plays because it has to be somebody else that's better.
What?
It's already admitted that there is nobody that's better. Like, at that point, it's just like, who's closest?
I'm sorry.
Well, I think the only one who can answer that is Crim himself. Who do you feel is closest to you?
I have no peers, but if I was gonna guess, all right.
If it's too
All right,
hard, you
yeah.
can make a top 5.
This is how big
No.
he is. You
No,
can't
I
even
got
pick
it.
anybody.
It was tough. It was very tough. But I'm gonna go with my friend, my dear friend, Michael Pramwell.
Woo! Yeah.
The
I
dude's
like
got theory. Kyle's
I like
got,
this
Kyle's
answer.
got insane mechanics. Like
I'm just gonna throw it out there. John Roberts II. He kind of proved you wrong.
dude is up there. Hey, whoa. No need to be bitter just because I didn't say your name, Kyle. All right.
I don't know. This is just
No. It's understandable. I understand why you would be bitter.
Best theoretical mind in the game. Don't play Kling Klang in Nationals. This deck
Did
is
I
terrible.
say the perfect theoretical one yet? I did not say the perfect theoretical
Wins
one.
Nationals.
I've admitted to not being perfect. I've just said, you know what? I got the goods, baby. I got the goods. All right.
It's a pretty big thing to be wrong
show
on.
I like this answer. I like this answer a lot.
If I told you I made all of Mike's decks for him.
What if I told you that was a secret no one was supposed to know?
What if
That's
I
the
told you I was definitely just kidding? That doesn't happen.
All right, guys. That's gonna be it for the show tonight. I hope you guys had fun. We did. Honestly, it was great being back, and looking forward to next week where we can do it all over again and prepare for regionals. I believe we're all gonna still be here on Thursday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is anybody gonna be traveling for regionals? No. All right, good. We'll be here next Thursday. Helping everybody prepare for regionals like we always do. Take it away, guys.
All right, who's first?
Bam.
All right. So follow me on Twitter. Want to try to get more people following. Tweet at me if you want to ask questions. I occasionally ask you guys some questions, and it's always fun when you guys tweet back. That's always cool. I guess I'll start if you're gonna go to Philadelphia Regionals, come say hi. It's always nice to meet you guys. And we'll try to get some recording done there too. So we'll see what happens. And I think that's it for me.
All right, Potter.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Follow me on Twitter. If you ever want any fantasy football advice, just ask me. I'm kind of knowledgeable, that kind of thing. And, Pokemon too, I guess. Yeah, if you have any questions, I can do my best. But I'm not that great at that. But, yeah, thanks for watching the show.
Drew.
Woo! Follow me on Twitter. The best tweeter in the house. If you're at Fort Wayne, come hit me up. I think we'll be at the Hyatt. We got a bunch of rooms. It's going to be a wild party there. Get to see Kyle going crazy, so come hang out. I look forward to seeing you guys. Woo!
That may be a soda bottle, but we all know what's in there.
I forgot. Please follow me on Twitter at Crims23. I'm a little bit duller lately, but I'm sure I'll step it up soon. Kyle, take it away.
Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to follow all of our various social media sites and whatnot. Facebook, like us there. Top Cut Pokemon. Twitter at Top Cut Pokemon. Be sure to follow us. We always tweet tournament results and stuff as they happen. Of course, our website, thetopcut.net, where everything we do gets posted to, and YouTube, where this show will be posted eventually. Also, Top Cut Pokemon. So just check out all that stuff. We post videos all the time. I've been posting a ton of Battle Road matches, PTCGO matches, Bad Deck Monday stuff, all sorts of stuff. I've been trying to update the channel pretty much every day. So we have a ton of videos there for everybody to watch. Otherwise, just thanks for always supporting us, guys. We're looking forward to another great season. Hopefully we can improve things. We took big steps last year. So we're looking to go even further this year. So couldn't do it without you guys, and just need your support. We're here for you guys. I wouldn't be here without you. So thanks for watching. See you guys next week, and have a good night.
See ya.
Woo!
Peace out.
Everybody.